Okay, I don't know everything, but I'm an NDEer, so I do a lot of NDE research too. I had a near-death testimony where I got almost drowned and came above the waters, kind of like a Peter kind of experience, but I wasn't walking on the waters. I was in the spirit of floating above it, and my body was under the waves, and I was just like, I'm so peaceful right now. I don't care. But yes, God told me I need to be like one of the mice that he told me a parable about two mice that fell into a vat of milk. He said one kept swimming, it churned butter. The other would quit swimming, it drowned. And the one that churned butter was able to crawl out. And he said, what mouse are you going to be? And I named, my middle name is Claire. So after St. Clair, it is, she's a patron, they named her patron of television stuff. And I remembered a television program that told me to swim parallel to shore to get back to my family. So I swam parallel to shore. I went back in my body. I swam parallel to shore toward the sound of some child playing with his mom. And I went back to my mom. I was sad. I was like, no one knew I was gone. No one cared. But they did care a lot. But yeah. So it was my poor me mindset after that. Because after that, something like that happens. But I think he was just ministering to me about that poor me mindset. Because he's like a true soldier, gets up and keeps going like Messiah. And so I just love that teaching. Now, what else was I going to tell you? Oh, okay, so the Nag Hammadi scriptures. Okay, so they're really interesting, and they call God the One. So they say don't call God by a specific name, call the One, because there's many names for God. But what I want to talk to you about, one of the Hebrew names for God is love. They call him Haba. So they named the Yod-Heh-Vah-Heh name for God the Demiurge. They said it's a false god. So that's kind of problematic since one of his names means love. All of his names mean salvation. All of his names mean love. And so it's a little bit of a problematic teaching, but it does, help, to either call the one Ahaba, love, or, anyways, in the Yod-Heh-Vah-Heh tetragrammaton, you could say Yahava or Yahaba. And before Christ died, he said, Father, I will obey you. Father, I will serve you. Abba, I will serve you. So, yeah, so there's a little bit of problem. It's a little problematic. So I would never call that name something negative, you see. I would never say that's a bad spirit or anything like that. Anyways, so that's kind of the problem with that teaching, why they kind of call it heresy. But you can still call God the One, because in love, in the One, in the Ahaba, you have peace, love, joy, kindness, goodness, self-control, wisdom, so many beautiful titles for God, and preservation, restoration. It's like God is always, he's our banner, which means our protector, our provider, so many saving names in that name, so many loving names in that name. And I think what they're talking about more than that is not really Ahaba or Yah himself, or Adonai. What they're talking about is Tigger syndrome. I call it Tigger syndrome, where he's like, I'm the only one. So there's like, Tigger syndrome. So sometimes we'll be like, well, we're one with that light, we're one with that love, and you feel like you're the only one, and you're not the only one. And I think it's talking about the flesh, the ego, which you need to survive here, but you kind of need a sense of identity to survive anywhere, even in heaven, you see. So you have to have some sort of identity. And so your identity should be in love and salvation, and in God. So I just wanted to encourage you guys not to hate yourselves. Don't hate your egos. Even your flesh, something that God told me, even your flesh is made out of God. It's made out of love. Just take care of it, nurture it. When you lay your lives out for each other, do it preservingly. You can give at Red Cross, and any act of work in the spirit of love is very beautiful to God. And so I just encourage you guys every day, just pick up that work, that sacrifice, that beautiful way for you every day. And may God just continue to increase you guys, multiply you, give you grace and sufficiency in your everyday lives. May He continue to provide for you. And He said, even when you think I have not provided, I have provided, because the earth is abundant. You can grow veggies. There's there's water sources. We don't come down here just to experience, life. Like, we think this life is about getting houses. That's a way of survival, right? But this life is also about learning how to survive. And we kind of get away from that with like a lot of technology and stuff like that. But one of our main teachings here is to live and live again. So the art of love and survival. And so I just want to encourage everyone, and I pray that you all survive and live again in Messiah Yeshua, the Yeshu Christe. And I pray that all the saints that have passed will even wake up soon, because we're seeing a lot of NDEs right now. But God's will and timing for those things. But we are just man and just human, one human, if you like that teaching of the one. And but we are just one human, but one human can do many things, especially when we work together. I heard a story that we cannot get to heaven without each other. And so when we all pray for each other, lift each other up. And I bless you guys, and I bless my girls watching this, all the women. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm just talking, but you can minister to me too. So I just bless you guys. Bye.